The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. Will it result in points? We'll find out. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Buying time to his left. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Completes it to Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 6 yards away. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And this will make it into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Yeah, touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, 87 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Murray off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. 2-yard line. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
10 yards.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run on first down. It's Fleming. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. And the Packers.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Budda Baker with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now this throw caught left side, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Jones, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 17, Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Packers 21, Vikings 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Taken down back at the 42.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Past the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, It's Fleming down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we're all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tie game, 4th quarter. That's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. The run on 1st down gets them a couple up to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jones breaking from the contact. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Packer...
Play fake. Murray. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Packers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. He's back to throw. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Murray to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now Murray. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Packers, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.